Hello and welcome to our webinar on why stack analysis isn't dead. It's our first line of defense. I'm Kevin Green. I have two other esteemed colleagues here with me to talk about it. Next slide. I want to kind of set the agenda here and kind of, cover some of the things we're going to be talking about. Obviously, one of the things that influenced this talk was the recent information, the recent guidance that came out from the executive order, in particular Section 4, as well as some of the latest cybersecurity trends that we see. They all influence this talk around static analysis. Static analysis has been around for at least a couple of decades. And depending on where you stand on the side of the fence, there may be all types of perceptions about static analysis. And I think a lot of it has hindered its adoption over a period of time. So here we're going to outline the particular issues we want to cover. Obviously, the influence of the executive order on this talk, as well as some of the benefits in testing early and often. Also talk about preventive measures as it relates to static analysis. And last but not least, secure coding, I think is one of the most fundamental things that we could do to improve software security. So I'm Kevin Green, as I mentioned. I'm going to take time. We're going to take about 2 minutes to have everyone kind of talk about their experience around static analysis before we get into the talk. My experiences goes back at least over a decade. Most notably is my work in the federal government leading R&D around software security, funding research and development around trying to push forward the state of practice and the state of art around static analysis. So people who know me, most know me from things like the software assurance marketplace, the SWAMP. I've been very involved in supporting a lot of initiatives around static analysis and really trying to increase the broader adoption in industry. I'm gonna go let Jeff and Arthur kind of, talk about a little bit about their background in static analysis, because I think it's very pertinent for this talk.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, everybody. I'm Jeff Payne. I'm the CEO of Coveris. I've been doing static analysis. I'm not ashamed to say, I'm proud to say, for 30 plus years. I think
Nice.
I wrote my first parser to do static code analysis in 1990, if my records are right. I was working with a buddy of mine who was doing his PhD work on software testing. He had some ideas for how to apply static analysis to, doing a better job in testing and identifying different kinds of bugs. And I built a prototype system for him. We ended up launching our first company based on that prototype and our ideas around it. So been involved in static analysis since the very early days, and got a lot of opinions about it. So Arthur, you want to take over from there?
Yeah, I'm Arthur Hicken, and I also have opinions.
Yes, you do.
I've been at Parasoft for almost 30 years now, working on a variety of things, and like runtime analysis and static analysis, and across a variety of languages. But initially, we were starting in that C and C++ world. Jeff, you probably remember those days when we used KNRC. We didn't use ANSI C yet.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
ANSI what?
Yeah, exactly. and I was influenced a lot by like Scott Meyer's work in the effective C++, right? The if you haven't read it, it's scared straight for programmers, right? Here's a line of code where A can equal B and B can equal C, and A and C aren't equal, which should keep you up at night. So I'm fascinated by the potential for what static analysis can really do.
Well, gentlemen, let's move on with the talk. A lot to discuss. So part of what, as I mentioned, influenced this talk is around the time when the executive order came out, and Section 4 in particular, really the need to improve how we test and deploy and deliver software. Part of what came out of the EO, if you look at the red arrow here, NIST was mandated to develop a set of guidelines and best practices for software testing. I think that has been.
Thanks for watching this webinar preview on our YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed it. To watch the full webinar, click in the description below. In addition, you're going to find some other useful links down there. And of course, we hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks. Have a great day.